Super Bowl. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots and the Carolina Panthers. All that and more coming up.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the champions from the NFC, the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, CD, most people thought the Patriots' reign was over post-Tom Brady, but this team has persevered and believed in one another, and they are back in the Super Bowl yet again.
And to no one's surprise, a lot of credit has to go to their coaching staff because talent-wise, this was not the best group in AFC, but they certainly believed in one another, and now here they are on the doorstep of winning another Super Bowl for the Pats.
Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's their third ever Super Bowl appearance in franchise history and looking for that first ever Lombardi Trophy.
They played the Broncos tight in their last appearance, ultimately lost 24-10 in Santa Clara in Super Bowl 50. And prior to that, fell to the Patriots and Tom Brady in Houston. Super Bowl 38, a field goal late in the game got them. They want to set the pace in this one and get their first NFL championship.
The 2023 season has one game left. Here we go. Super Bowl 58 underway from Vegas. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they're brought out by just the second Western Kentucky alum to start a game at QB in the NFL. In his second season, Bailey Zappi.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. And we harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Second and 10. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Zappi on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Zappi's throw taken in by Bourne. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They got 29 yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Running left is Stevenson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's first and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Mike Gesicki taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive.
Bringing them out is the #1 overall pick this year, Heisman Trophy winner at Alabama, Bryce Young.
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolutely tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was the thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
A play fake. Now Young lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, Young. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Zappi looks to throw it.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. On the counter, it's Stevenson.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running.
Zappi looking to throw it on first down.
Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. Touchdown! Devontae Parker, 34 yards. And the Pats will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On second down, Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Young.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones.
Fielded just inside the 30. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Now Zappi. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this.
The Patriots here have the early lead. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message.
And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now a 2nd and 10. And Zappi to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
The play fake, and now here's Zappi. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
And they'll get this down to the 10. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, here's Zappi.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Zappi going to bootleg out. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
3rd and goal. Here's Zappi.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Kendrick Bourne from 6 yards away. And the Patriots continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Young looks to throw on first down. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
That throw by Young incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 39. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. A first down throw for Young. And once again, this is Sanders. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
It'll be Young again. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Meanwhile, Young's throw taken in by Chark. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Young to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Young to throw it. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Hayden Hurst, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, Young steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and a it's second down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Zappi and the Patriots come up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive. Oh, nice move. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Stevenson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Zappi on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Patriots send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 15. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now, the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. It's Super Bowl 58. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. Young now. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. They'll air one out deep from Mingo. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Zappy now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Young will set to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Young now from the 50. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and long for Young. And that one too wide and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Young working out of the gun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Matt Judon able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Young on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw on second down is Young. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.